Mike Moore Media.
On our media line, William Phillips, the mayor of Madison. Mayor, how are you, sir?
I am doing well, and I hope the same for you.
Yes, indeed. Well, how are things going? We're a couple of months now into your position as mayor in Madison. So things are going well, I hope, and I know you have your regular monthly meeting coming up Thursday.
Absolutely. Well, Charles Kettering said, every time you turn a leaf off a calendar, you present a new place for new ideas and progress. Mm-hmm. So to answer your question, we're starting to tear leaves off the calendar. The way our government is, of course, time-consuming, but so far our time spent has been wise.
Great.
So
okay.
we're making great progress.
Okay, very good. Well, I know it's new in the year and lots of plans and things to happen in Madison. But maybe a look at the agenda Thursday for Madison Board of Aldermen, some things we need to mention.
Well, we have a lot of new business we're going to be tasking. One of the major issues that we're having to deal with will, of course, be the ordinance. We've got some concerns there, and hopefully this coming Thursday we'll be able to resolve that issue and look forward to bringing resolve to that matter.
Okay. Now, for those that may not know, what ordinance are you speaking of?
Well, we're going to be looking at the ordinance as it relates to the livestock, the chickens. That's been an issue here as of recent. So we're going to try to come to a resolve as it relates to how we need to look at that going forward.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So hopefully and prayerfully we'll have an answer for our community.
Okay. Well, I know there are that's difficult in some areas there, but the board has taken a good look at that apparently, and maybe some resolution then on Thursday.
Yeah, looking at it with a fine-tooth comb and trying to find ways to make Madison better for all of us. That's the end goal, and we have sat and have discussed a number of things. So I think we're going to be okay, and I think that by the time Thursday gets here, we would have resolved that particular issue.
Okay, very good. Anything else you'd like to mention for the meeting?
Excuse me?
Anything else scheduled for the meeting you need to mention?
No, sir. That's our main focal point, and of course we're probably scaling some things about the grant money that we've been granted, and so we'll, other than the ordinance, I think the rest of the math becomes simple. So.
Okay, very good. Well, how are other things around town? Anything else you need to mention on this podcast?
Well, Public Works, I do want to thank them. We've had frigid cold temperatures that has led to numerous water breaks. And, of course, that also meant stoppage or postponement with other projects. That's just as important. And, of course, it's hard to be in two places at one time, and not to mention the shortage of manpower due to sickness. But we weathered the storm, and I want to thank the community for its patience. And I want to thank our Public Works Department for their bold sacrifice and their compassionate concern. Those guys worked over in the wee hours of the morning trying to make sure that our water systems were functioning properly. So I just thank them for their hard work and their dedication.
I tell you, you look out and you think, well, here I am in a nice warm home, and the crews are out there working in some terrible conditions. That's a dedicated group making it happen.
It is, and as you know, not all challenges are created equal. Some challenges make us feel alive and engaged and fulfilled, and others are overwhelming, which means that as we apply direction to change, we must expect that there's going to be disappointments. But my war cry is that if we don't get it right today, there will always be a tomorrow. So those guys work very hard in our community, and I just thank them for everything that they do. And in fact, I think the whole team has been a blessing for our community. So we work with a great group of people, and we just look forward to making this community a better place.
Sure. You mentioned sickness, COVID still playing a big part in whether restaurants even open for business or other things as well. How is the town doing with COVID issues?
Of course, we've been impacted like every other town and every other municipality across the board. Everybody is affected with this COVID and can't wait until it ends.
Yeah.
I think Madison is making some improvements and some strides forward. I think that we're doing great. Of course, some of our businesses has felt the pinch, and but from what I'm hearing around town, a lot of them are getting back on their feet and trying to get back in the swing of things. So we just hope, and it's our prayer that everybody will heal from this, and even for those that are sick, we just pray that things get better for our community so we can move forward with those things that are before us.
Certainly. Okay. All right. Well, we still have some time here. Anything else we need to mention?
Well, just for community news, just wanted to mention that I have a new partnership with the Ray Funeral Home family.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm excited to say the least. You can't talk about change without talking about diversity, because diversity fosters innovation and problem solving by pushing everybody to look at things from a different perspective. Mm-hmm. Our goal there is to work with our community and continue to provide amenities that fosters the well-being of unity. And that's something that we all can do together. I'm a firm believer that iron sharpens iron, and we're optimistic about what this means for this city and the surrounding areas. So I look forward to working with Howie there and the Ray Funeral Home team and our community. That's important. That involves everybody. So that's what we're looking forward to.
Well, when you look at Ray Funeral Home, an anchor in the downtown Madison area for many, many years, and just the history and just the what it means to Madison, and now you, a member, that partnership that's new, that's moving forward in a very positive way.
That is. It is moving forward in a positive direction, and we just look to add to what's already existing. We have other funeral homes in the area, and we look forward to working with them. We thank God for every funeral home facility that works for the same common goal, and that's the benevolence and the well-being of its community. So we're just happy to be on board and look forward to serving the community, because that's what it's all about, working alongside one another.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Okay. All right. Anything else, Mayor?
I think that's about it. We look forward to the meeting on Thursday, and hope that you have a good rest of your day. Mm-hmm. And we pray your well-being. I understand you've been under the weather, so we pray that you have continued health, good health and strength. And if there's anything that we can do for you, just let us know. Don't hesitate to call us.
I certainly appreciate that. Still unable to drive from that surgery. It was a week ago today, but I'm hoping maybe Thursday, and that should be my first day behind the wheel. So I should see you at that meeting Thursday night. Okay. It is my plan right now. And tell Howie at Ray Funeral Home I said hello, my friend.
I would do that.
All right.
I would do that, and I appreciate you. And let me just say this in my closing.
Sure.
Some of my mantra coming together is a beginning. Keeping together is progress, and working together is success. Thank you, Mike, for your time, and we look forward to seeing you on Thursday.
Thank you, Mayor. I appreciate it, too. See you then. All right, bye.
Yes,
That's the mayor of Madison, William Phillips. And I'll remind you, if you're new to the area and like to know more about what's happening in Madison, a couple of good resources for that. You can go to the town website. That is townofmadison.org. And be sure to check out that Facebook page, Town of Madison. And I always like to remind you, we have so many wonderful shops in western Rockingham County. Please support our local businesses and shop local. That is very important. That's a win-win for everyone. Speaking of shopping locally, let me mention our sponsors on this podcast. Let's start with the Mad Bean Coffee Shop and Cafe. I tell you, that's some good food right there. And new kitchen hours at the Mad Bean, Monday through Saturday, 10 to 3, right now open for lunch only. But a varied menu with all of the sandwiches. Annette and I have our favorites, the sandwiches, the wraps, the quesadillas, their salads, and all of their good things to eat at the Mad Bean. They're on East Murphy Street. And then close by, we have Dan River Insurance Services. That's a company that's been around a long time, and the ladies there, Casey Brown and Tara Shelton, are so smart when it comes to insurance. I'm not. So that's why we depend on them to help in all of our insurance needs, a wide variety of policies and coverage to help protect you and your family, auto, home, business, and life for individuals and businesses. On Facebook at Dan River Insurance Services, Inc. Dan River Insurance Services, Inc. And then we have, just right up the street there, Madison Pharmacy and Home Care. I like to go to their Facebook page regularly because pharmacist and owner Rhonda Cardwell keeps that fresh and current every day. She's posting things. She has some really delicious recipes, some yummy things there. And, of course, she's there for all of your pharmacy needs and greeting cards. Yes, she's got all of those Valentine's Day cards you need right now. Free, local delivery, curbside pickup, a favorite there as well, and locally owned. There are lots of places around, but it's good to do business with someone who's local, like Madison Pharmacy and Home Care. We appreciate your business, and we appreciate you listening to our monthly podcast with the mayor, and that's always the second Tuesday in the month on Mike Moore Media.